Hello everyone and welcome to the Elvatech YouTube channel. Today we have a special Q&A session. My name is Sergey and here with me Dennis, our expert on XRF analyzers. Hi Dennis.
Hello Sergey, hello everyone. It's my pleasure to be here, and I think that we will go through all most common questions and we'll surely provide you with the answers for them.
Yeah, so let's get started. And the first question is, what elements can be detected by handheld XRF analyzers?
It all depends on the X-rays model, of the device's model, but basically we can analyze all elements starting from sodium with atomic number 11 until uranium with atomic number 92. So basically, if we're talking about like from sodium to uranium, it means that we can analyze all 81 elements that just staying behind this, but it all depends on the calibration.
I see. And how is this useful for users? For example, for applications may be different.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's varied by the devices. If we're talking about the Elvatech production, we have, for example, the most powerful devices is our benchtop XRF Elvax Pro, and also we have handheld, it's Prospector 3 Max. So both these devices have a special helium purge due to which we can analyze starting from sodium. Because without the helium, unfortunately, we will be able to see only from magnesium. So these two devices can do that. Also, we have the optional helium purge in our second benchtop system. It's Elvax Plus. It goes as optional. Other devices that is like advanced version, not the max, but advanced, they can analyze basically from magnesium and all the way to uranium. And we are talking about Elvax Plus, we are talking about Prospector 3 Advanced and Prospector 2 LE. So basically those devices can start from magnesium and all the way to uranium. And if we're talking about the basic devices, which has the different anode type, and it starts from tungsten, and these devices can analyze from chlorium, atomic number 17, all the way to uranium, the same.
Great, so let's move to the next question. What elements cannot be detected by XRF and why?
Yes, we have some limitations, and basically we're talking about all elements that go till the number 11, till sodium, and it happens basically because they are organic, and X-ray fluorescence analysis, our method, is struggle to analyze the light elements because of the really low X-ray fluorescence efficiency of these elements. So we are talking about the 10 elements that cannot be analyzed, just basically because our method can handle it.
So elements like carbon and hydrogen cannot be detected by XRF?
Yes. Unfortunately, we cannot detect it, but basically these elements, if we are talking about their detection, can be detected only if they will be destructed and somehow. Because otherwise, without making them any harm or damage, they cannot be analyzed.
Interesting. And how deep can XRF measure?
It also depends on the characteristics of X-ray tube and also the energy resolution that it has. But if we are talking about the deeps, it depends on devices, but we are talking about like tens or hundreds of microns.
And can you give an example on any application maybe?
Yes, for sure. For example, if we are talking about the metal industry, sometimes some metal products has layers on them. So basically they can consist of like 3 or 2 layers, the most common like 2 or 3 layers. And in this case, we will be able to see the top layer. But if it will go deeper and scan the second layer, otherwise this result wouldn't be reliable. So basically we are talking about the first layer that covering the product.
Okay, and the next question that disturbs our users, how much radiation does a handheld XRF produce?
Sure, thank you for this question. And it's really important because safety first. Safety always goes first, especially if we're talking about the X-rays devices. And the answer is basically in the design of our devices. And I'm talking about both the benchtop models and handheld models. The special design and the shape of device, and especially the measuring window and how it's attached with the product, with like any material, with any ready product or anything you would like to measure. Basically, this reduces the radiation spread to minimum. And to be honest, this is actually some kind of graduation of the radiation spread by bananas. Like really by bananas, how many bananas you eat till day. And we just measure it with bananas, just to show that this is it has like minimum reduces radiation, and we have employees who work in our production and manufacturing department and in laboratory like for almost 20 years, and some of them even more. And we are happy that they are not bald, that everything goes good, and they have no health issues. But anyways, for sure we need to remember about the just the basic safety features, basic safety rules, and just follow them, because it goes about your protection, right? And from our side, we try to do as much as we could to prevent for this, but it also depends from the operator, because if the operator of the device will measure it in not the right way, some radiation can spread in the air. So basically, the main thing is to follow all safety rules, which we provide our customer all the time. We have the quick start guide, and we have some rules to prevent it, which are attached in our cases. So basically, if you follow all these rules and you measure it right, you will eat like 3 bananas a day.
And talking about these safety rules, what should be done to stay safe totally, like not measuring your hand and so on?
Yes, absolutely. Well, first of all, surely you should not take sample in your hand and measure it. The sample shouldn't be attached to any part of your body. It should be like, it should lay, or it should like hang or something. But when you measure, you should hold on your device and not take a sample, or not trying to fix it or to correct it. It's basically, you should carry your device like this. You should point it right up front of you, so that if there are any if there is anything goes up, it goes straight to sample and spread in a bit, but it's like just a small circle around the sample. Which is good that this spread goes only when while measuring. Right after measuring, there is going to be no kind of radiation. So, and in a benchtop device, it's actually, the device is done and this shape is done in that way that operator can measure without any harm, absolutely any harm to the to his health, because we have the special cover, and this cover made of material that absolutely take the radiation there. So when you when you put off the cover and make a measuring, and then you will just take it back, just up front, you will see that there is no kind of radiation there, and it's absolutely safe for you to just change the sample of your measurement and continue with a new measurement. So some safety regulations should be done, but this is the minimal, and we all have them mentioned. And in any case, if any customer, our customer will want to get more information, our marketing, our sales department always open to them. So that's not a problem. We will support them with anyways.
Yeah, great. Very wide answer that covered all the aspects of safety.
Thank you.
And the next answer, question is XRF analysis destructive?
Well, this is one of our main benefits because the X-ray fluorescence analysis are absolutely non-destructive. And so basically, as our main advantage in some industries, like for example, if we are talking about the precious metals and in precious like ready products, if we're talking about the jewelry like rings, like chains or something, some of them are really custom and are important for the customer, like personally or in any somehow or from like commercial point of view. And these samples, these materials should not be destructed for sure and should not be damaged on anyhow. In this case, our devices can make the reliable, accurate, and very precise measurements without destructing the sample like anyhow. And in such industries, like sometimes it goes even for, metal products or something, like some other industries where they make a ready product and they need to make a final check with not destructed at this. So our devices are really good if you are making the final check, right? Even if you are using some other devices or some other method in the process of production, the best way to verify if everything was done right is to do it finally with the XRF X-ray devices. And some other industries where we can use our devices, and it's really important not to damage any kind of samples, well, it's rare earth elements. We know that this topic is really important, and it goes more and more, got more and more attention due to, the popularity of using of these elements and these materials in like a lot of manufacturers, a lot of process, like if we are talking about microchips. And such rare earth elements, they mostly done synthetically, so they are not natural, they are combined from some other elements. And the process of creating them are very expensive. And the ready product, the final product, are also very expensive. And if you're talking about the californium, the just 1 gram of californium costs like kind of closer to $33 million. It's the last time I checked. And in this case, you surely should not destruct the material anyway. And this is where we goes with our devices, and we can make all analysis without any harm to or damage to the sample. So yeah, all of our devices has no damage for a sample, non-destructive.
So if we have some maybe rare artifact or works of art, we can analyze them without risking to damage.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have many cases, and we work with many Ukrainian museums, which somehow due to budget or some other factors, they cannot afford to purchase our devices. But we always open to help them with making an analysis. And, even of our, on our production, we made a lot of analysis of, very interesting, piece of arts, starting from just pictures and goes all the way till some, military, let's say, it's not a military the way the helmets that goes up from I think like really ancient times, and we made an analysis and we verified that there is some metal which was used in that century by this by that kind of people who lived in this territory. Basically, this is how you can verify that this element is original, And in the art industry, it is also very important not to make any kind of damage for, the piece of art, because for sure, it's first of all, you would like to save, these goods for next generations, because they have a lot of history. They shows us where we are from, where everything started, and it's very important to just save them as they are. And you can easily do it using the X-ray devices, XRF fluorescence, and basically as we done, and we have the special device for analysis of piece of art and all this. It actually called the Elvatech art, and it has also a lot of features with the table, with device and the connection. So we make sure that we will just touch the minimal amount of minimal amount of the space where we make an analysis, and we make dot analysis without any damage, which allows people to understand if it was original or this piece of art is not and this is fake.
Great. So let's move to the next question. Which is better to choose, a handheld or desktop model?
Well, it absolutely depends on the specific of your work. For example, if you are choosing the mobility and you mostly work somewhere in the fields, like for example, if you work with the soils or you work with ores where you need to make the analysis right on the spot, it's way better to take your handheld device there, right? Because it's really light. For example, the Prospector 3 with the battery installed, it weighs just 1 kilo and 50 grams. So it's really light. You can take it even in your pocket, or we have the special belt where you can carry on. And you can just take this device, go whenever you need to, wherever, and make this analysis like really fast. But if we are talking about the more deeper analysis, and you have the laboratory, right, or any kind of production where you know that you will use this device on, and it will stay on one spot every day. In this case, we recommend to use the benchtop devices, because for sure they are better for making analysis like on one spot without taking them anywhere. And we also have some features in our devices that can make this analysis even in stable benchtop device like really fast. If you are we are talking about like 16 position sample spinner, right? And if somebody's struggling with choices, and they would like to make they would like to purchase benchtop device, but they also need that speed. This is the ideal option, because you can load all 16 samples and just scan them around. So basically, the answer is all depends on the specific of your job.
Great. And so the next question is, how accurate is XRF analysis? Can we totally rely on the results of analysis?
Well, sure, it all depends due to some factors. If we are talking about the time, if we are talking about the characteristics of your device and its power, and if we are talking about the material that you need to analyze. What about time? It's for sure, it's well known that if you set more time, you will be able to get the more accurate data.
Measurement time, yeah?
Yes, absolutely, measurement time. And if we are talking, just to make your example, if we are talking about the precious metals analysis, it will be absolutely enough to make, the 10-second analysis of silver. Like for silver, it's all right, 10-15 seconds. Doesn't matter much. But if we are talking about the gold and platinum and some other elements, well, the analysis should be done like starting from 20 seconds. So the lower is 20 seconds. If you will set it for like 30-40 seconds, it's even better, because you will get the more clear result. So for fast screening, you can take just several seconds, but for more deeper and precise result, it's better to make it like, let's say, starting from 20 minutes to 30 minutes, but it also varies from material. Then also we have the material, as some materials are kind of hard to analyze and kind of hard to get deep into. Like for example, if it's going to be metal with the layers, with some of them, like let's say aluminum, stain on the basically chromium, for example. We will have absolutely no struggle to analyze chromium. But if we have the first level of aluminum, first layer of aluminum, it will show aluminum without touching chromium. But if this is not done as a layers, or if it's done as the alloy, combined between two two materials, we might have some difficulties to analyze it. But it means anyways, we will get the reliable and precise result. Only that what we need to do is just to reduce the time of analysis. Just to add time. So if you cannot measure it in 30 seconds, just adjust the time for like 1 minute, and this is how you will get the more accurate results. And for sure, if you are using the powerful devices, if we are talking about the most powerful we have, the benchtop Elvatech Pro or the handheld Prospector 3 Max, these devices can do all analysis that can be done like a minute on other devices. They can do it just like 20-30 seconds, get the same results and be pretty accurate. So yeah, and as you said, can we totally rely on this analysis? In some specification, especially the XRF analysis are the main target, and all conclusions are done due to its results. If we are talking about gemology, right, and we actually had an expert, we made an interview with him here, and that was his words that for some rocks, for some precious metals, and for some other kinds of like jewelry, the XRF analysis are in some cases are the most reliable and the only that can be the only source on which you can rely, basically. So yes, for some industries, the XRF analysis are the most reliable and the most accurate. Yeah, basically like this.
And how the atomic number of the element maybe depends on the measurement time. Maybe the higher atomic number, the less time you need to analyze. Or
well, sure, it's easier for us to analyze elements with atomic number that goes higher. So, for example, if we are talking about lead, this element can be detected as low as just 1 ppm. And the analysis can go like really fast, just for like 5-10 seconds for them. But if we are talking about the light elements, it is harder for us to analyze them, but it influences only on the time of analysis. So basically, we will have the same precise and reliable data, but it will take us, for example, like not 5 or 10 seconds, but like 20 seconds. And in any case, you can rely on this results of like heavy elements or light elements like equally.
Thank you, Dennis, for the detailed answers. I'm sure our viewers have learned a lot, and don't miss our next reviews and interesting videos.
Well, it was my pleasure, and thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of format, you can just leave us a like or comment it, and leave us your questions in comments, and we will be happy to make the second part and answer all your questions here. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Sergey. Till next time, hopefully.
Yeah. Subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell to receive the notifications.
Yep. Stay tuned and see you soon.
Bye.